Hi everyone, it's Alvin and Elizabeth from the Right Move.
As a follow-up to our sharing on integrated developments, we've gotten many inquiries asking us about our thoughts on the new integrated development at Pasir, the Ryse residences. So here's our take on it.
We're trying a new format for reviewing developments, so we're going to start off with a quick run-through of the main details such as the location, so on, and then we'll end off sharing with you 3 things that we like and 3 things that we don't like about the development.
Let's start off with the main details. The Ryse Residences is an integrated development, so a very quick introduction on them. There are only 15 developments in Singapore that can be considered integrated development because they need to have residential, commercial and an MRT all in one. We've done a deep dive into integrated developments in our recent Facebook Live sharing, and we'll share the link in the description below. And specific to the Ryse, on top of the commercial, residential and MRT, we will also be expecting a bus interchange, polyclinic and town plaza. URA's intention is to turn this place into a focal point of the community.
The developers are all green, a really experienced property developer owned by the richest man in Malaysia, Robert Kwok. They have a huge portfolio of local projects and current projects like Royal Green, 4th Avenue and Juniper Hill at Bukit Timah. They are no stranger to managing large mixed-use developments as they also own Tanglin Mall and Great World City. So yeah, no major concerns on the developer. In terms of size, we are expecting 480 residential units. The residential portion will occupy level 3 to level 11 with their car park at level 3 separate from the commercial car park.
On the commercial component, it's stated in the tender specs that it shall be no smaller than 269,000 square feet and no larger than 386,000 square feet. So we'll be expecting a shopping centre in between the size of Campus 1 at Sengkang and Waterway Point at Punggol. The commercial component will occupy 3 levels, basement 1 where the car park will be and the first 2 ground levels.
So that's what we know about the project for now, and we'll do another video once we have more details, so stay tuned.
So, on to the 3 things we like about the Ryse. Number 1, location. And when we say we like the location, it's not because it's beside the MRT, right? We're going to break it down into 2 parts.
For the first part, if you're an investor, you'll be looking at the proximity of your property to employment hubs that will supply you with your tenant pool. So for the Ryse, it'll be drawing its tenants from major employment hubs in the east like Changi Airport, SUTD, Changi Business Park. We've done a fair bit of rentals in Pasir Ris and Tampines, and we must say that these units hardly go vacant for a long period of time. And given the long construction runway, we'll be expecting this project in about 8 years. We expect the aviation industry to be more or less recovered from the crisis.
For the second part, those of you who have been following us know how much we like condos. They are within the vicinity of a huge number of BTOs as they provide a steady stream of upgrader demand. So for the Ryse, we are in very close proximity to the huge number of BTOs that will be coming up in Tampines, with Tampines North just a stone's throw away. With an upcoming lack of land supply in the northeast, we would be expecting some spillover demand also from Sengkang and Punggol. With that, you capture 3 out of the top 4 HDB towns with the largest number of BTOs hitting its MOP in the next 10 years. So with that, it gives you visibility on who you're going to be selling to. Again, something we emphasize very heavily on.
That leads us to point 2, strong profits of recent condos in Pasir Ris. We've talked about this in great detail in our video on most profitable developments in Singapore. The contributing factor would be what we mentioned earlier on the proximity to huge pools of HDB upgraders.
We've referenced this table which compares the performance of new mass market condos from a period of 2014 to 2018. As you can see, Coco Palms, which is located right beside the Ryse, coming out on top. And as seen in this updated table, Coco Palms has continued its good price performance till today. What's interesting is you notice a good resale volume of units of all sizes from 1-bedders to the large 4-bedders, which may be counterintuitive to a lot of you because who's buying 1-bedders in Pasir Ris? So here we have actual resale data to back it up.
Point 3 on why we like the Ryse, its land sale price. So All Green won the tender at 684.5 per square feet per plot ratio. Referencing to the age prop, the break-even works out to a relatively low per square feet of 1,204. It's quite a bit lower when comparing to the two other integrated developments on the market right now, Woodleigh Residences and Sengkang Grand, who have break-even prices that are around 500 per square feet and 200 per square feet higher respectively.
If you look at this table, referencing the difference between the break-even price and the average sale price of a development, you can see that Woodleigh Residences has a 10.5% difference, while Sengkang Grand has a 22.1% difference. So we've worked out the average PSF for the Ryse based on the different percentages for your reference. And for the last table, if you watched our sharing on integrated developments, you'll know that one of the indicators we found to be accurate in predicting good performing integrated developments is the difference between the sale prices of the development compared to other new launches in the same district. We've also worked out that estimated per square feet for the Ryse based on this parameter for your reference.
And with that, we go from 3 things that we like to 3 things that we don't quite like about the Ryse. So number 1, timing of the launch. So while the land cost is comparatively lower than that of the other integrated developments in the market right now, because the developer has not launched the project yet, it's anyone's guess how they'll be pricing their units. Judging from the launches of Penrose and Claiborne, the developers are taking advantage of their low land cost to price their units competitively to sell.
However, that is a big if, because if you look at the data of unsold developer inventory, it's coming down really quickly, dropping below the 5-year average in Q3 2020. If the launch is to coincide with the commencement of the en-bloc rush, we could see a repeat of 2017 and 2018, where the developers were able to capitalize on the FOMO mentality to charge higher prices.
Number 2, competition for tenants. There are 9 condos within 1 km of Pasir's MRT. In terms of direct competition, we would probably only consider Coco Palms, DNES and The Palette, who have already about 2,700 units. So this would definitely be a point to consider if you're looking at the Ryse for investment.
Number 3, number of units. At 480 units, it's a little bit borderline. We tend to prefer developments with above 500 units to ensure sufficient volume in terms of transactions as well as sufficient facilities for tenants. But that said, we feel this is a very minor point.
So that's it for our first video on the Ryse. Do like and subscribe as we'll continue to put up more videos as and when more information comes along. And for those of you who are waiting for the Ryse to be launched, there are plenty of things that you can do to prepare for it.
So for pre-launch, we will recommend doing the following. Number 1, you want to reference and make sense of the performance of units at Coco Palms, DNES, neighbouring developments, right, for example, which facings, sizes and layouts perform better. Number 2, understand the real estate market updates. Number 3, analyze the resale prices in the area. Number 4, understand the preferences of buyers in the vicinity. Number 5, work out your finances. Number 6, timeline planning. Number 7, explore what are some of the alternatives while waiting for the launch. Number 8, planning your exit strategy.
We've also done multiple guides catering to different groups of buyers and we'll be happy to share all of that with you guys. Simply drop us a comment or text us and we'll see you soon. Bye!